We back. Off the Clock podcast. We are back in business.
What's up, y'all?
It's nice to see y'all. We did our first introduction episode last week.
Yeah, episode 1 dropped. It's available on Spotify. We are still working out the kinks with Apple Podcasts.
And also YouTube.
In here on YouTube, it's available. So if you like to be a visual person, look at our YouTube. We'll put our YouTube channel down below. And if you like to just listen, you can listen to it right now on Spotify.
And we'll also remind y'all on Instagram that we also have our episodes up on certain applications. Yeah. But we just want to hit a few preliminaries before we get started. I work in an event space, and that's where we are today. And it's a free space for us where we can get together and collaborate. And as you can see, somebody had an event last night, and they did not, clean their shit up. So that's why the background is their stuff. It gives us a different background than last week, but for all of you, it probably will give you the question on what the hell is going on in the background, and that's just what it is. It was a great party. I came to it for about 10 minutes and grabbed some snacks and some drink. I'm actually drinking some of the leftover drinks that they had, and now we're here today. But we are here today for our second episode, Red Flags.
It's called Red Flags, y'all. So think of some red flags that you may have about yourself, and then think of the red flags that you see in other people that maybe stop you from wanting to talk to them or something like that.
And that's going to be our off-the-clock question that we're going to give you at the end of this episode. The off-the-clock question is going to be, what are some of the red flags that you see in people that is going to automatically stop you from pursuing any type of bond, whether it's a friendship or a relationship? And what are some of the red flags that you think you have that you probably isn't going to change that people see in you that probably stop them from wanting to interact with you, whether it's a relationship and or a friendship, whatever the bond may be.
So this is like an inner work episode.
It is.
You can kind of work on yourself, what's fucked up about you,
and
then what do you feel like is fucked up about other people? That's kind of this episode.
So we had to, what's funny about this episode, let's be honest, we had to actually, because as y'all know, I'm single, Destiny is married, I had to go to my friends and ask them if y'all wanted to date me, what's some of the things that it's like a no-no? You couldn't date me because of these, certain traits or personality traits or qualities, this, that, and the third. Destiny went through some friends too, and then you also went through
I asked one of my friends, and I asked my husband too, so they were kind of like neck and neck.
They were?
Which, I guess they know me, so.
I asked my sister and I asked a few friend girls, and I got some interesting results. I probably will never date. I know for a fact that after talking to these friends that they will always be friends.
Yeah.
Because I'm not changing some of the bull crap that they said. So they're gonna just be friends. We not moving to.
We can't be nothing else.
Nothing else. We're not going to second base, third base. Yeah. So moving forward, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Okay. I guess.
So the first one that you're going to do is, what are some of the red flags that you have?
Yes.
That, probably
other people would see. Yeah. Or other people would pick up on.
That's seeing you, yeah.
Okay. Okay. These are good. One is resting bitch face.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't be smiling all the time.
No. I don't know why. And it's crazy because I hate it. Because people will think that I'm mean or that I'm mad. And I'm really not mad. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain
somebody
it.
Has to do something to make you, or you just, to make you smile or something, or you just have to...
I don't know. It's kind of just, I just be in my own little world. And I think a lot of times I'm thinking about so much. Sometimes my brain doesn't shut up.
While the person's talking to you?
Not while the person's talking to me. I guess what they're saying is like, if you just see me sitting somewhere, my normal facial expression is just resting bitch face. Not talking to anybody, but just, just how I look, I guess. I don't know. What do you think? You feel like that?
Whenever we get together, we always kiki.
Because we're doing fun shit, maybe. Maybe at work, I probably give the most resting bitch face. Probably because I don't really want to be there. Although I am very grateful for my job. and the lifestyle that it affords me to have.
And I don't want to leave no time soon.
And yeah,
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. I'm satisfied with my current employer, so I'm gonna just put that in the podcast. But yeah, resting bitch face.
One of mine was, I am too friendly.
I can see that.
Yeah, I am.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with being too friendly.
Well, I did get this, and at some point I have to be a little empathetic and say, okay, I understand where you're coming from. If most of your interactions with the opposite sex is, okay, why are you being so nice? What do you want from me? I guess I have to say,
but you can't change.
No, I won't.
Who you are, you know what I'm saying? Like how you are. That's how you are.
Yeah, that's how I am. But I have to say that I understand where
a woman would come off and be like, it's too much.
So a woman one of my best friends, who I didn't ask this question to, but she did tell me, she said, I'm one of the only friends, we've been friends for 7 years now. She's one of the first friends I met in college, Jasmine. Yeah. And she said, most guys, post, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks of talking, like, and based on her experience, the question that one is asking, the female is asking, what is it that you want from me?
Right. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when somebody says nothing, it's still hard to believe, if you're a female. And for the most part, I was just, Jasmine was fun.
Yeah.
And I was just so interested in her country living because she's from Williston. And, it's exactly, and that's all I wanted to know.
No disrespect to anyone that lives in Williston.
I just think it's a fascinating place because I had never heard of it.
Like Lake Wales, in my opinion.
Yes, like that.
That's a different type of living. If you've never been to Lake Wales, Florida,
you ain't missing nothing.
You're not missing nothing.
You're not missing a damn thing. And so, overall, that was the foundation of the relationship, and then it grew from there. Now we're just besties. But my point is, she's told me that friendliness off rip is something that's not so common with the men that she may interact with, at least when we were in school.
I can agree with her on that.
And honestly, the only people that I asked this question to on what are my red flags were people my age. I didn't ask anybody that was
older. I didn't either. And I should have.
So
I should have.
I guess the answers are a little bit biased from that point.
Yeah.
Because they're only coming from, I guess, individuals with a certain way of.
Honestly,
in their 20s, so it's different. So.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like whoever is going to be with you at the end of the day,
gotta understand.
They have to understand you're friendly. They have
and
to
it's an insecurity issue as well.
They have to be very secure in themselves and in your relationship. But that's going to be something you two are going to have to really
communicate and discuss about,
and make them feel secure so that they don't feel some type of way because you have.
But off rip, because the point about this episode, I think, is it's so easy for an individual to get so upset. Yeah. I think when somebody automatically judges you, right?
Yes.
For whatever.
Yes.
I think when you can understand why somebody is judging you, you're less likely to,
take offense
and act out.
Yeah, defensive.
Like, why are you talking about me? Or why do you think that? And this, that, and the third. So I am friendly. I get it. Yeah. So I get why you might, feel some type of way or have this judgment or whatever because of how I present myself.
Yeah.
I get it. So if somebody out there has a resting bitch face,
just know that I'm not really a bitch. I can be, but I'm nice and I'm friendly and I like to talk to people, so don't take it as like, oh my gosh, she's mean or she has attitude or she's a bitter black woman.
Now,
never.
Here's my next question. Yeah. Because I want you to go to your next red flag.
Yeah.
And I think we'll just do 3 and then we'll go to what some of ours are.
Okay.
For time's sake. Do you feel as if off rip, you have to say something to lay the foundation that your expression has nothing to do with how you feel about the person? Or do you just let them take the judgment and just let time take its course? Do you want an example of what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I just met you and we're talking and we're on a date and I'm looking at your face right now and it's just reading that, do you feel as if there is there's
a moment where I need to say,
I just want to let you know, Edward, this is my face. It has nothing to do with you. It's not going to change throughout the night.
No.
You don't feel that.
No.
Okay. And
But I also
explain that to people because I think because don't
and maybe that comes across worse.
Yeah.
But I think for me personally, which I didn't really know if I want to talk about this on this podcast. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. And growing up in that environment, I always had to explain myself.
Yeah.
I always had to explain why I feel this way, why I view things this way, why I want to hang out with this person, why I don't agree with this, or why I want to go to school and do that. I always had to constantly explain myself, and that got really tiring and old for me. And so now at 25, I don't feel that I need to explain anything. I have a good vibe, so if I have a resting bitch face or not, if we're talking, the vibe is going to be good, and you should know that I'm not mad or I'm not upset, or you know what I mean?
Period.
I don't know. I feel like if I have to explain that
off rip. So, but no, that's a good thing. The question, you've answered the question. You do not feel off rip in any circumstance that you have to come off and say, "This is my face. It is what it is." You don't have to.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Well, but most people do.
They do, but if you're somebody that I want to fuck with, you won't. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't want to fuck with somebody who's judging a book based off its cover.
I get that, but what I want to make clear is that you, as a woman, as a black woman, as Destiny, you do not feel in no shape, form, or fashion, even though that people have said that is a red flag, they automatically see that you have to off rip say, explain to yourself, hey,
no,
got it. And I'm the same way.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm grown, and there are certain things that I don't feel I need to explain, nor will I explain.
Okay, and I'm the same way about how I am with me.
I'm sorry that comes off rude.
No, it doesn't, but it is who you are. But you have to understand that I think a lot of people, like I've been on dates and people awkwardly, and I think it's kind of awkward. And it's not, I hate to say it, but I do think they automatically say off rip, I just want to let you know this is how I am. You know, it's not, and they feel as if they need to do that because maybe a past experience or because they think that somebody is thinking something about them when probably they're not. Or whatever the case may be.
But that to me feels like, I guess if you're on a date, maybe, but to me, I feel like that feels like you feel that you need to make everyone else in the room feel comfortable with you and how you are in your presence. And I feel like I'm just as much as important or needed to be in this room as you are, and I don't need to sit here and explain to you, because other people don't do that. And I feel like too sometimes, us as black people, I feel like sometimes we may feel like we need to because people already have a preconceived notion of maybe who we are, or the angry black woman, bitter black woman, whatever. Somebody could look at me and say, oh, she looked like that because whatever the stereotype is. I don't feel like I need to sit here and explain to you that that's not who I truly am. If you see me and that's what you think, then that's just what you think of me, and then that's just fine. Because if you weren't going to take the time to get to know me, to know how I really am, then what are we doing?
Period.
I don't know.
No, you do know.
That's just how I feel.
You do know, and it's a lot of people out there that probably feel the same way, and so that's why I asked the query.
Yeah.
Is it ever a moment where you feel as if you need to explain? The answer is no, you don't.
No.
So what's the next red flag?
There's so many
Well,
on
just
here.
choose the top one that you think is the best second answer to give.
When I'm going through my own mental health stuff, whatever it may be, I get in these moods and I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't text nobody back. I don't call nobody back.
You would piss me the fuck off.
I've done it to you.
Yeah. But do I not call?
You do.
Again.
But when I'm going through my shit, I just like to be by myself. And I don't want the only person in that moment that can come to me or bother me or text me or call me in any type of way is Jonathan. Other than that, I'm shut down to the world. And I don't know why.
But that's not abnormal.
I mean, yeah. I need to go to therapy for sure. I want to start going to therapy. That's a big thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
we let's disclaimer. We promote and we what's the right word? Not promote, but we salute.
Yeah.
Therapy. And we think it's very important, especially in our community.
Mental health matters.
Mental health matters wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
I don't know if that's a red flag, but like to some people that could be like.
Well,
you feel.
Well, you remember that episode of Insecure? Did you watch Insecure?
Yeah.
Remember when the girl disappeared on everybody?
Which girl?
The one who they moved to Colorado in the 5th season.
Oh, the one that had the baby.
Remember she disappeared on everybody? That was like, I mean, I'm sure.
It was like Nathan on Insecure. When Nathan disappeared, the guy that Issa, I hope you guys watch Insecure. The guy that Issa was, they were kind of dating, talking, but he was a barber.
Yeah.
And I forgot, I think he's bipolar. I can't remember what was going on, but he left, like, for like a month or 2 months or some shit like that. And he just had to, like, get himself together. It's kind of like that for me. And it doesn't take that long, but, you know, it might be a week.
That's okay. Now, you think, now if somebody has said that that's a red flag, though?
Yeah. Because I guess I shut down and I don't open up and I don't really want to, like, you know.
And,
I just
and
like
also,
to deal with stuff.
Okay. Now, here's the next question. I have a question for you.
Yeah. You
do not feel in no shape, form, or fashion that you need to explain yourself on why you're doing it.
This is a good one. This is a good one.
So if you left the world for give or take 2 days.
No, mine is more like 5 to 7. I need 5 to 7 business days. Not including the weekend. So that means we're going Monday to
Friday.
Tuesday.
Monday to okay.
Because business day is 5 to 7.
And so come Wednesday.
Yeah.
Let's say you ignore.
And now I'm up into the world. Hey guys.
And the first question is, bitch, where were you?
Always. That's the question.
Do you feel a need to explain and give the truth?
At that moment, or are you talking about before I go into hiding?
No, at that moment. Because you've made a choice and now we can't reach you. I'm going to keep.
This is true, but I guess I could give the courtesy of saying, like, okay, if I feel like I'm getting this move, I need some time so that you aren't continuously texting me, or you know what I mean?
But my question is that I get you. You're doing that out of courtesy, but do you feel that?
But I don't do that.
Need to.
This is a hard one.
Because
I don't know. This might stem from me
being.
Some people might call me a bitch or an asshole.
It's okay. You're who you are.
Oh, I know that's okay too. But do I feel like I need to? I don't feel like I need to. I'll just be like, girl, I was just going through something. Okay. That's just what I'll say.
And that's it.
And that's it.
After and before? No, after.
After to some people. To some people I won't. Okay. I'll just text back and I'll be like, hey, what's up? That could be a red flag. Maybe me not acknowledging that you've been texting and calling me. But I don't know. For me, with my mental health or whatever I'm going through, if I get in that mood, I don't give a fuck about nobody else's feelings at that point. Okay. I just need to go through my shit, get myself back together, and then I'll be back into the world, into society.
Okay, so you have a process.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's just...
Your process is just also your red flag.
Yeah, some people don't like it. My dad doesn't like it. Or, you know, whoever else is texting me and calling me. Friends. But,
okay.
You know.
My second red flag is I have too many female friends. They do outnumber the male friends that I have.
See, this is hard for me. Because I was always like, before I met my husband, I was always like, I don't do the female friends. He can't have any female friends. But you're my friend and you're a guy.
Yeah.
But I don't have many guy friends. That's like a whole nother episode. Because y'all be tripping. Anyways.
Well,
I don't know.
What's your opinion?
Your female friends outnumber your male friends?
Oh, wholeheartedly.
How much outnumber? Are we talking double time or like?
Triple. These are friends I've racked up since I was 18. I'm 24 now. I didn't get rid of them because I started dating. They've always been there. It's just, you know, you got your friends you talk to once a year, twice a year, and then once a month, and then your besties you talk to every day. And and then see.
Okay, how many of them are your besties? There you go. Because if you're saying like I talk to them once a year, I don't really give a fuck about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But as a girlfriend who would be coming in, who am I gonna see the most? How many women am I gonna see the most, hear about the most, you texting the most? Is it more than 10?
No.
Okay.
Less than 10.
Less than 5? More than 5.
Let me see.
Because this matters, like, and ladies, tell me how y'all feel about this. And men, tell us how you feel about this. Like, Is that a red flag to you? If
Less than 10, more than 5.
Less than 10, more than 5?
You gotta. I worked with people. I was in accounting. There was only females in accounting.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
I was an RA in college and stayed friends with the people that were RAs and they were only females.
This is a question. The less than 10, more than 5 that are your besties, would you fuck any of them?
No.
There you go.
I wouldn't screw if I'm in a relationship.
No. If you weren't in a relationship and the
wouldn't
opportunity presented itself, would you? Well, then there you go. And then it's just your job to make your woman feel secure and whatever. But I don't know. I think Jonathan has like one female friend.
See, I get,
that's fine for me.
I've heard that. I get it when people get in these long-term relationships and they get married that the female friends just get scrapped. I also heard from the females that they know their man, so they know that those female friends is just a no-no.
That's what I'm saying. If you make your woman,
partner.
if you make her feel secure into where she knows, like, I don't have to worry about them hoes.
Yeah.
Like, they're your friends. We cool. That's another thing too. There can't be beef ever really between your friend and your girl though.
Out of all the relationships I've had, all of my friends, like, I don't like to say this, but like, I don't like saying words like place or whatnot, but like my friends,
you gotta know your place. You gotta play a role. Like, come on.
Like,
that's hard for people too though.
All my friends knew when to step in and say something.
Right.
They knew when to show up. They knew when to call. They knew what was up. Like that's why the mature female friends that I have, that's why I respect and adore our relationship. Like, these are grown women that know what time it is. They know that I like women, and they know that I'm out here doing my thing, and they know what time it is. So if they call me and I don't answer, oh, he must be doing this. If they, and like, we all smart and we know what's going on. If I need some advice,
you have female friends who are mature and you're mature, and y'all know that y'all would never fuck each other. Yeah. There are some men who have all these female friends that they know will either fuck them or either way. That's where it gets to be like, bro, come on.
It gets messy.
Sis can't be texting you at midnight. What the fuck are y'all talking about? We're in the bed together. What is going on? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, but if everybody's mature, whatever. Yeah. Can't be beef going on between them though. I dealt with that.
So that's what I was trying to say. I've never had an issue with my friends having altercations with my partner. I've never had that.
I've experienced that, and that can be, But now I feel like
and let me tell you this. Yeah. Have you ever spoken to one of your guys, like whoever you dated even before your marriage? Yeah. Have you ever spoken to that friend without your boy being around?
With my ex, yes. With my husband, not much. But we had a rocky start, so.
See, that's the thing with me. Like, and that's why I'm saying I have mature friends. Yeah. I don't think you would ever call one of my girls or meet up with one of my girls and I'm not around.
Not unless we've become friends by some way.
Exactly.
Or something.
And nobody has ever, like, I'm not going to hit up Jonathan. Yeah. Unless I hit up, like, why the fuck I'm talking to Jonathan and you not around? Like,
but it could be that your next girlfriend becomes friends with one of your friends. Which might make her feel better too, though.
So all I'm trying to tell you is that I've never had that. All of my those more than 5, less than 10 friends.
The woman for you hasn't come along to do that. Gotcha. Because you kind of would want your friends to be, so they can be like, girl, I'm planning a birthday for him.
Okay, yes.
You see what I'm saying?
But I'm trying to tell you.
You haven't had that.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that even when that happens, there is nobody that is the less than 5, less than 10, more than 5. Yeah. Like all of my exes, don't nobody talk to my exes. Wow. They done dropped them. Nobody is buddy with my ex. So what I'm trying to tell you is that
we don't fuck with her.
What I'm trying to tell you is that unless Edward is in the picture or it's about Edward, so even if my friend call you.
You're saying like if y'all broke up, will we still be friends?
Or if they call you, it's about me. Or like it has something mutual about like what's going on. Are we gonna do something? Nobody calling y'all. Everybody knows that we are friends because of Edward. Right. That's the mutual thing.
But you're saying like if y'all broke up with, they still be friends with
Yeah. That too.
It depends. Because it depends on, for me it would depend. If you cheat on Haz, why would I not be friends with her? You fucked up.
So I never well, we talked about this the last episode, but
I mean, but it depends. But if you have a new girl now and this girl is causing issues, I can't fuck with her because you got a new girl now and she can't be messing up a happy home. You see what I'm saying? It just all depends.
Yeah,
if she cheated on you, fuck that bitch.
I get
it. It depends on what the circumstance is.
Perfect, I get it. But all I'm saying is that anybody that I have dated,
yeah,
and I've introduced them to my friends,
yeah,
there has never been any like what's the word I'm trying to say?
Interaction without you.
Exactly.
That's probably because they didn't fuck with that bitch. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Well,
but I think when the right woman for you does come along, everybody's probably going to like her.
Yes.
So they're gonna be like, yeah, we can go get our nails done together. What you doing? It might be like that.
Okay.
But it just hasn't happened because the right one hasn't come along for everybody to be like, okay, she cool. I see this. I see this.
All the rest of them hoes, they be like, child.
That's how I wanted my friends to be with my exes. If they were talking to them, that would be fucking weird. Because I'm not fucking with them.
Oh, if your friends was talking to your ex?
Yeah.
I never met none of your exes.
You're not missing much.
So the long story short, yeah, I got a bunch of female friends, but the person needs to feel secure.
Yes, they need to feel secure.
And and it's just all a communication thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's changing no time soon.
I don't think it's a red flag. Now, here's the other question too. If they were in that same situation, would you be okay with that?
If they had male friends?
More male friends than female friends.
It's okay with me. As long as, now, it's all based on action.
Now let me put my fucking foot down now. Don't fuck with me on this shit now. So.
It's all based on action.
Yeah.
If you fuck this guy, it's trust.
Do you feel like people can
what?
Fuck and then be friends after that?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I'm a human, and I get where but now when we become a bond,
yeah,
we have said that, we have trust with one another. We made this bond, and we're sharing each other's bodies and commitments and whatnot. If you break and go outside of this bond with your friend, that I put trust in that you have friends and this, that, and the third, the same way you did the same thing for me. The only thing I'm doing is respecting my intuition based off of your actions.
Yeah.
So it's all based on action with me.
See, I don't know. That's a hard one for me.
How do you think your husband respects the fact that you have male friends?
But we haven't fucked. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I would be cool with my significant other being friends with someone that they fucked. Because y'all have shared that close. That's a close, like, especially if there are emotions involved.
I get it.
And then now y'all had to just be like, no, let's just be friends.
I just don't know where in me is the right to tell somebody you're not allowed to be friends with that person unless you break some type of bond.
Because then when they hanging out, like, that's just, it's gonna.
You thinking about that.
It's gonna be in the back of my head, even though I may trust you. But it's the fact that you didn't see my nigga naked and shit. I don't think y'all should be.
I get you.
I don't know. That would be a little hard for me. I don't know. I have to think about that one.
I'm gonna settle with the action. If you break something with me, break a bond, then yeah. Your third.
My third one. I can be really sarcastic and have a slick mouth.
Really?
I guess.
Interesting.
I can be sarcastic, yeah. But I don't feel like that's
have a dry sense of humor.
Yeah. Somebody told me I have a dark sense of humor.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Dry. I guess is dark and dry two different things? It is because
most people wouldn't get maybe the jokes if they didn't know me or something like that. Or if I don't know how to explain that.
Do you have a joke like off rip?
No, I just find certain shit funny that I guess people wouldn't find funny.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it.
So sarcasm
And I have a slick mouth.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of
who you are.
That's just me. Maybe I can be too sarcastic sometimes when
You
it's
don't
not
know
the
when
right
to stop.
time. Yeah. And I use jokes and stuff as a coping mechanism.
Okay.
And maybe sarcasm too, which is kind of jokey, whatever. But the slick mouth, I don't know. Maybe when I'm mad, for sure. When I get in arguments, I can say some shit.
Is it slick stuff about the other person?
Yeah.
See, that's where you would piss me off. I want to slap your ass. I want to slap
Listen,
you.
when me and Jonathan is my husband, by the way. When we get in an argument, I say, let me just have some time to myself. Because if you don't let me have this time, I have to take 5. Honestly, I need an hour. Give me an hour. Let me relax. I might need to have a drink. I might need to smoke. I don't know. Just give me
Because why?
some space. Because if you keep going, I'm going to hurt your feelings. And that's just how, when I get irritated or mad, that's how I am. I can really be a bitch. But that's part of learning people. You got to learn people. If people need space, give them space. How are you with that? Are you like...
I don't hurt people's feelings intentionally. But, I don't know. The last time I had an argument...
Do you feel like you need space, or can you just keep going until it's resolved? Or like...
We need to talk. And
all the way until we resolve it? Or can we take a break?
We can take a break. No, we can take a break, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I don't shoot low.
Yeah.
I'm not a low shooter. When it comes to, like we fussing and we arguing and this is why you can't do this or don't do this or me hit your...
I only do that if you say something. Because now you didn't piss me off. And now I'm trying to make you cry. Because you pissed me off. That's just how I am. So I need 5.
I am not like that. I want to talk. Yeah. And if you did that to me, I would say, okay, but what I will do is I will remind you. I will remind you about the shit that you said. I will let you know verbatim. And I journal. Yeah. So I will say,
so you be writing that shit down? I didn't say that.
Oh, bullshit. You said that I do this and I do this and I talk like this and I walk like this and I dress like this and my Nike's dirty and this, that, and that. You said all this shit on this day. I will remind you.
After the argument, even after y'all resolved? But you bringing up old shit. You can't do that.
No. We resolved in when you after your hour.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Now you want to talk about the shit.
Now I want to talk about all this you said and where did this come from.
But here's my thing.
Because this shit didn't come out of nowhere. You didn't make this shit up and you've been feeling this shit. So we gonna resolve this shit right now.
If I feel that the argument is getting there, or if you've said some shit and now I know I'm about to really dig in that ass, that's when I ask for the hour. I won't say nothing. I'll ask for the hour. Okay. Now, if you don't allow me that space and you want to keep going, that's when I start.
Okay.
Because I've asked for the space.
All I'm saying is that we're gonna hash it out. We're gonna at some point.
Does it have to be hashed out that night?
No.
Okay.
But when shit was said, I'm going to remind you verbatim. This is something that a lot of people have not liked about me. Yeah. I have come back and I said, no, you said that this is how I speak. Yeah. You said that this is how I talk, that I said this and did this and this is what was going to happen. Now, what did you mean by that? Because this is actually what I said. Right. This is what I meant, but this is how you interpreted it. Right. And people have not liked that because I wanted...
You want to talk about it after the fact. Yeah. See, that's my thing too. If I've said some crazy shit and I ask for my break, I ask for my hour, when I come back, I don't want to talk about it. Because I've already got out of that space, and now you want to sit and break that shit down. Yep. And because I'm no longer in that space, us breaking that shit down might piss me off to where I'm back in that space. So I try to
So clearly, you and I would not be a good couple. No, we wouldn't. We make better podcasters. Yeah. Because I need it to the T.
But see, Jonathan's really patient. Jonathan's really patient.
I'm not.
Yeah, see, he's really patient. So I'll be like, okay, I need some space. Or if he say he needs space, I'm really patient about that too. Now, it's going to be killing me for that time.
And if when a motherfucker tell me they need space, oh, best believe I'm going to give them space. If we living in St. Pete and you say you need space, call me tomorrow. I'm going to be in Miami. I just gave you your space. So when I come back,
it's on.
It's on and popping. Detail.
Oh, God. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my last one.
Yeah, what's your last red flag? You asked too many questions?
Yeah.
About what?
Everything.
There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think.
It depends on the person.
But that's how you get to know people.
That's if they want to be known.
If you don't want to be known, then why are you fucking with me?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't think you can ever ask too many questions.
Especially
if you genuinely don't know the answer to it.
Exactly.
But I don't like repeating myself.
You know, a girl told me one time she hates when people ask questions they already know the answers to.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna be one of them mamas that's gonna beat the fuck out of their kids when they ask when they say, well, why am I doing this? Because I said so. Why am I repeating myself?
Oh yeah, I don't. Why are you asking me why I asked you to do something?
Yeah. So that was one of my red flags. That I think what the person was trying to tell me is you gonna always be a talker.
There's nothing wrong with that though.
For some people, it is.
Well, that's why we started a podcast.
Yeah.
It's kind of like getting our Zoomies out for the week.
True.
I just talk a lot on Sunday, and then during the week I don't talk much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's how you do it. Okay, our red flags in people.
Whew! I got a list.
Oh, me too.
I got a really long list.
We can go back and forth, or you can do yours. What do you want to do?
Let's go back and forth.
Okay.
I think that's good.
You first.
If you don't have a car, that's a red flag for me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm 25, which means if I was dating, I wouldn't be dating anyone probably younger than 25, and I feel like you should have a car.
All right, if you don't have a job.
Yeah.
You know how when you aroused,
yeah,
and like you just ready for somebody, and they foreplay done happened and all that, and you just about to, your guard is down.
Yeah.
If all that was happening, and you whispered in my ear, I just lost my job. It went down. It's that bad. Like,
yeah, that's a red flag for me.
You need to have
a job. And I'm not saying with the car thing, I'm not saying you have to have a really nice car.
Like, it's that bad for me.
Like, but you have to have a car. The fuck? We're not gonna be driving around in my shit.
And you need a job. I just need to know that you out here doing something.
Yeah.
Because it's like the domino effect. You don't have a job.
Yeah.
You ain't got shit to do.
Yeah.
Well, it could lead to a bunch of things. And it got me thinking, you're going to be calling me. Mm-hmm. You're going to be saying, well, what you doing? You need some money for this. You need, no.
With the no car thing, too. You could not have a car but have a job. I'm not going to be taking you to work every day.
Exactly.
You're not going to be relying on me. When my car breaks down, are you going to be pitching in for the battery? If you're not, now we have a problem. Are you going to be filling up the gas? Can you get to spaces on your own?
So if the person was doing that, paying for gas, paying for the auto
Still
repair,
no,
yeah.
I would like to be picked up sometimes, and not in my own shit. And that's one thing too, ladies.
Like baby boy.
In her own car, putting rims on it and shit. That boy. Anyways, that's like ladies. He has to have a car because I don't see how people let men ride around in their shit all day while they're at work. Like baby boy.
Yeah, I've never done it. I wouldn't know.
What would you do if you had a daughter and she had a car and her boyfriend didn't have a car?
I would beat her ass. I'm sorry, I would beat the fuck out of her. Like I raised you better than that.
I don't know. And this is not to be judgmental, but like it's your car. Why is he riding around in your shit all day? And most of them ain't putting no gas in your tank. Because he probably don't have a job if he riding around in your shit all day. And he probably going to Becky's house and fucking her while you at work.
Next red flag. Next red flag.
This is going to ruffle some feathers. Multiple kids with multiple women.
Well, no.
No, it's no well.
No, I don't think it would ruffle no feathers. I think most women, because a lot of women, like you said, what? Am I the next one or am I the one?
I think this is deep-rooted issues with my own situation. I was raised by a single mom. My dad was in the picture, yes. but I think he has multiple kids by multiple women. And I think, like, my mom really kind of, like, put that in my head. Don't do that shit. Like, don't do it. The baby mama drama, the kids not growing up together, they're in different households, different states, child support, you know, just all that bullshit. I don't want to deal with that. And not even that. If you plan on marrying that man, all that child support, that money, it's going to start coming from my pockets. And I didn't fuck her. That don't have shit to do with me. Maybe judgmental, but...
You got a point.
What do you
based on
think?
experience. No,
Multiple
I agree
women,
with you.
women with multiple kids by multiple men? What would you do? I'm talking like 3 kids.
You talking about relationship, right? Yeah. Having a relationship?
Yeah. If you met a woman, y'all talking, you like her vibe, and then she hits you with the, I got 4 kids and 2 to 3 baby daddies. Would that be a turnoff for you? For me, that's a turnoff because now I'm thinking I got to deal with all these women. It is a turnoff. It just sounds like too much.
I will tell you this. It's a turnoff. For a relationship, yes, it's a turnoff.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, though.
Oh, God.
Some of the best pussy I ever had was somebody in that same situation. They knew what they had.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was good. They got how many kids? Something good.
But relationship-wise, yeah, red flag. I wouldn't. Yeah.
But this is also coming from people who don't have children.
True.
Because I know if I had a kid, I would probably feel differently. Maybe. I don't, you may look at things a little differently.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about that.
Yep, drop it in a comment.
Please tell me.
My next red flag, if you are not as enthused about getting to know me as I am about you.
Ooh, so like reciprocating the same energy.
Reciprocation. Boy.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
If I am on a date with you,
yeah,
and I am genuinely getting to know you,
yeah,
I am asking all the questions. When your birthday? Where you grew up? Where your mama from?
How many cousins you got?
How many cousins you got? Brothers? How many sisters? What you like to do? Where you like to go?
Yeah.
Where you like to travel?
What's your favorite color?
And all you can say is, "What about you?" To the response to each question I just
different
asked.
Or new.
Don't call me.
Yeah.
Don't call me.
Yeah.
As you speak, I am simultaneously listening and coming up with the next query.
Yeah.
To say, "Oh, well, that is intriguing. Well, what about this?" You're not doing that. Now, I was told, and this is one of the best dating tips I've ever gotten. All
right, drop it on us.
With women, and correct me if I'm wrong, y'all like talking about yourselves.
Depends on what we're talking about.
You.
What about me, though? Like, anything you're saying?
Yeah.
Sure, I guess. I mean, I think anybody likes talking about themselves. Men love talking about themselves.
Really?
What car they have. Sports. I don't fucking know. Y'all talk about yourselves.
Well, I have had a lot of great dates with just making sure that the platform is open to where you can express everything about you and what you are.
Yeah.
But because I'm doing that, you gotta at least
give me something.
And if you don't give me nothing,
does that go hand in hand with like texting? Like if I'm texting you every day and you barely texting back, or you know what I mean? Like does the energy go? Yeah.
But it's all about that's communication.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a red flag off rip if I'm communicating with you and you're just staying still and I'm
it's
kind
of like, why are you here?
Yeah, like why am I here?
Want?
Because I can talk to myself and I'm just like baiting, trying to get to know you.
Yeah.
Communication wise, you could, if it's a mature person, you can let me know like, hey, I'm at work or I'm chilling. Right. And the third. Personally, I'm not a texter. I like calling on the phone, and it's hard to find somebody in our generation that likes talking on the phone versus texting. But it's also hard trying to find somebody that texts and responds, as soon as you text. But I'm not gonna complain, and I'm gonna save that for therapy.
I feel like if someone really likes you, though,
they will respond.
Hell yeah, they're gonna text you back because they want to hear from you too, and they want to talk to you all day too, just like you want to talk to them.
Well, I'm waiting for that.
I don't know, ladies, men. Tell me what you think.
Tell me what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. But I will not. If you're not reciprocating that same energy off rep to let me know that you interested in the same like the same way that I'm interested in you, trying to get
Yeah.
to know you. Cause even if like off rip when I get to know you, that first interaction, I'm getting to know what should happen the next go around for the next interaction. What
That's
should I do?
true. I'm trying to get to know you so I can know what you like, so I can plan the next date.
And if you not
Right.
doing something like
Giving me
that
shit, yeah.
to like at least try to get to know what you can do for the next date,
Yeah,
then
that's true.
That's
true.
So that's me. Third one. What's your third red flag?
Man, I'm gonna give you 3, but they're kind of combined. It's a sexual topic. They don't like using condoms. I asked you the last time you had an STD test. You can't tell me when, and you don't know what a primary care doctor is. I'm sorry, but there are so many men out here.
Really?
Yes, who don't like using condoms. Number 1, which is a red flag to me. You don't even know me like that. Depending on where we are, like, even if we've been on 5 dates, you want to fuck me raw? Are you sure? Because I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
It's my pussy.
Yeah. And you know, we catch STDs easier. I think it's easier than you guys or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going in us. So if you know, nut or whatever, all that is sitting in there. So we get stuff more like easier than you guys. Yeast infections, BV, vaginitis, whatever, STD, whatever. Also, if I ask you the last time you had an STD test and you're single out here frolicking around and you can't tell me the last time you had an STD test or you can't show me proof the last time you had an STD test, that's scary to me because you're single. And I know you out here fucking, so you just not getting tested? You don't care? That
You know they're out there because you've asked them or you're assuming?
I guess I'm assuming, but shouldn't you have had a STD test in the last 6 months?
It's at least 6 months, yeah.
At least. I'm not giving you a year. The last 6 months is when you, at least. That's as far back as we'll go. You don't know when the last time you had that shit? That's scary to me. Because that means at least in the last 6 months. I'm assuming you fucked somebody else. Is that a bad assumption?
No.
If you're single, yeah. Okay. And then you don't have a primary care doctor. You ain't been to the doctor. Why? You don't want to know what's going on with you? You don't care? I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think you're. I think you are.
Because we're getting old.
The first one. What's the first one?
They don't like using condoms.
Yeah, come on, that's out the rip. That's just.
Like,
It's.
I don't know. Like, I mean, come on. HIV.
What
is
they
out
say?
there.
What they say to take away the feeling? I've heard.
Yeah, take away the feeling, or I'm clean. But if you clean and you can't tell me the last time you had an STD test,
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna pull out.
that
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about the baby thing. We can take care of that. But if you got some shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I know a lot of people that don't go to the doctor just because nobody's around them, like to remind them and tell them about that. What was the second one?
The STD test.
So I get an STD test every 6 months,
Yeah.
but that was when I was 22. I'm
Okay.
24 now, so it's only been 2 years that I've
Yeah.
been doing that. Before that, I only got an STD test when I had sex with somebody without a condom,
Yeah.
or when a girl told me that they wanted my results.
Why?
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 Because why?
Okay, think about it. If we're thinking of just when you leave high school, before high school, probably ain't nobody getting no damn STD test. Maybe, I don't know. If you fucking, I don't know. But at least when you go off to college, from 18 to the ripe age of 21, 18, 19, 20, 21, 4 years, if you finish in 4 years, we'll go all the way to 22. You ain't had an STD test? Why? Because I know you fucking, so why?
I wasn't thinking about it. Because I'm using a condom all the time.
But you done slipped up at least once and ain't used a condom.
And those were
And
the
that's
times
when
I
you
got
would.
an STD
But
test.
see, that's the problem though. All men are not like that. They'll be out here saying, I don't want to use a condom, but they ain't had no STD test in 2 years. Is nobody afraid of
I guess
STDs?
I guess not. Women were the only ones, like, I could tell you this, and this is, I hate saying this, but it's true. Women would tell me, like, I need your results before you have sex with me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get you your results.
Yeah.
And I would give them the results, and I'm like, okay, you ready? And then they would say, well, don't you want mine? And I'm like,
Why do y'all not care about that shit? Come on, let's talk about it because, like, why?
I figured if you got my results.
But then you're assuming she's clean.
I am.
Why?
I don't have an explanation for it because I'm horny.
And that bothers me. Like, I don't know.
It does.
But the topic I want to get to too is like, why are women more concerned about this than men? Is it that women, because we go to the gynecologist? Because you gotta think about it. I start going to the gynecologist when I was 15. So I think we just. But y'all go to the doctor too. They be telling y'all don't go to the doctor.
I do once a year.
But I'm saying like
That's
in high
not-
school
that's
you
not
went
the
to the doctor,
doctor,
right?
no.
A yearly nothing.
Well, once a year, yeah. But we wasn't having conversations about STDs.
I don't know. It needs to be there.
Exercising my weight, if I can remember my chest, like my heart rate.
There just needs. I feel like maybe there is not enough education given to men or boys growing up than there are to girls growing up.
Maybe. Because I figured, I did think about this one time when a girl asked me for my results. I said, if you want me to give you my results, then clearly you clean. That's what I thought in my head. Now I know that's like off rip. There's no logic,
probably.
but there's not a lot of logic
behind
that.
Yeah.
But I said, if you really want my results and you see I have nothing, I'm not really stressed out that you got something. And I want the pussy just as much as you want the dick. So I'm not about to sit here and stress and wait on you.
But what if she got herpes?
I done fucked up. Why would a person with herpes want to know if I'm clean? That's what I thought. Like, why would a person with herpes?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, because you got to know, too, like, people don't be honest. But I don't have chlamydia. Or I want to make sure you don't have gonorrhea, too. It's just other stuff out there. Maybe I want to make sure you don't have
And I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Now, I've done that.
I don't know. I
3
just...
times. Where I brought the results.
Yeah.
It was like, well, you going to wait on mine? I'm like, you want me to wait on yours? You want to give me yours?
I'll take them, but shit, I don't need it, you know.
I don't need this shit.
I don't know. I guess I get your
And
logic.
it wasn't like I brought the results and fucked them raw. I still fucked them with a condom on.
Yeah.
And then after the fact, 2 of them I remember I fucked long term. Like we were fucking over time. So like it was periodic. And one was just one time. I didn't catch nothing. They didn't catch nothing.
I don't know. That's a red flag for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went sexual, so my red flags.
Yeah, give me a sexual one. What a red flag for you would be. I can give you one right now.
What?
At my ripe age of 25, if I was in the dating world right now and you asked me what my body count was, you're immediately blocked. We're grown. Why the fuck do you care? You want the pussy or not?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, why would you care? Does that matter to you? Because you're in the dating world.
No, it don't.
Like, why does that matter
and then
to
a lot
you?
of people think, like, I remember thinking when I was younger, oh, this girl done been with so many women, she's a hoe. And then now when I got 22, or 22, I wouldn't want somebody that didn't know what the hell that they were doing.
Right?
So then I thought about it, like, I don't care how you with
as
me
long
right
as I'm
now.
clean.
And you clean, it is what it is.
Why does that matter? Don't you want me to know how to suck some dick?
Yeah, I surely do.
Like, I don't know. And rappers be talking about that shit. Like, I forgot who said in their song, she can't have no more than like 3. If she ain't got no more than 3, she might not really know
What's she doing?
much. I don't know. The experience matters.
What is my red flag?
Let me know if you guys think that's childish. It also depends on how old you are, but like the body count question, I don't know. I feel like that's childish. I feel like a jit would ask me that question.
Yeah. I used to do that. I don't do anymore.
What?
I used to ask people how was it. Now I don't.
Yeah, I don't think I asked that.
I don't ask that no more. You either, cause my thing is, if you fuck me the next day, clearly
it was good. Something about it was good. And I don't know. I feel like too, if you ask that, it's kind of like an insecure thing. Like you don't know if you know.
Ask that shit no more. I used to.
Another red flag sexually for me, from a guy, would be like if they be like they don't give head.
A lot of you women say that.
Cause like, what are we 5? Why? But you want head from me. But you don't give head? That's crazy to me.
Don't go to Jamaica.
I didn't marry no Jamaican man on purpose. I don't know. I just feel like that's a red flag. Why?
Oh.
Now, if we're friends with benefits and we're both fucking other people, that makes sense to me. But if we're consecutively, like, we only fucking each other, why? Why? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I understand. I believe in 50-50. I believe
I don't know.
I hear that argument, and
Equality.
I like giving head. I like it. So
some men be like, no.
Some men don't, and I've heard those men's arguments. So
what are their arguments?
They just don't like it.
But they expect head?
Yeah.
I don't get that. Why do you feel like you deserve to get something that I don't deserve to get?
These men told me that they encountered women that like doing it. Therefore, it's not like they were asking them to do something they didn't want to do.
But they were fine with not receiving.
Yeah. So it's just a type of woman, I guess.
I
think the only thing I can think of on the back of my head is taking a bath. Like, you just need to go take a bath right before
you fuck. I think that's
the only red flag I have.
I think that matters.
Now, if we go, yeah, because I'm gonna do it.
That matters to me.
I think that's the only red flag.
When I was younger, probably not.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking.
I wasn't thinking about
hygiene.
that. Like, if you just didn't stink, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I think now, as I'm older, because as women, we have a pH balance, and dirty dick can throw off the pH balance, and
I done seen
can give you a yeast infection, and so that matters because your shit need to be clean.
I don't think it's a red flag either, but I done spent some girls have spent the night with me.
Yeah.
And some of them have gathered all their stuff and left. And some of them left some didn't leave their things. Like, some did leave their things behind. And it's kind of a red flag when you just don't pick up your shit. Like, you left, but your drawers still
they might
here.
be leaving it there to see. I don't know.
To see what? You left your drawers somewhere with an expectation for a guy to do what?
No, I've never done that.
Exactly. So it's like, pick up your drawers, pick up your shirt.
But some women leave stuff.
As what?
If they intend to come back, or breadcrumbs to see, maybe if you have a girlfriend and she finds it. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Some women do that.
Okay.
So
I won't say it's a red flag, but I've always thought about it in the back of my head. Like, I've seen some women pick up their stuff and leave, and I've seen, like, somebody leave something, and I'm like,
I would not.
They drawers. And I don't ever leave my shit at a woman's house.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever left my stuff at a guy's house unless we were, like, in a relationship. Or, Yeah. So
that's
I don't know. That's our red flags episode.
That's our red flags episode.
I feel like this was good.
This is a good one.
I feel like we talked about a lot.
So, off the clock, what are some of your red flags?
Your personal red flags.
Personal ones. And what are some that you see in other people that's just, it's a no.
It's a wrap for you.
And you're just not going to start that relationship or that bond.
And ask your friends and your family what they think your red flags are. Because it's probably some stuff, too, that you...
don't know about you.
Yeah.
That's what we had to do.
Because you probably think you're perfect and whatever.
Like me. Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with me.
Oh, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yes.
This episode will be available on Spotify and YouTube. We are trying to get it on Apple Podcasts. Hopefully by Wednesday, by the time this goes up, it'll be available on Apple Podcasts. But yeah, follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Make sure to subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe.
And rate our podcast on Spotify.
Give us some tips. Help us. We're growing. We finally got mics.
Yes, because the sound quality of the last episode
was not so good.
We apologize.
Next week, our background will be different depending on what event's going to happen here.
Yeah.
And we'll have some new content for you.
Yeah, and we're going to be bringing on guests soon and things like that. But give us like some tips and stuff that you want to hear about or things you may want us to talk about on the podcast. So.
All right, and we'll see you soon.
We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.